Thanks for joining us for another Kickstarter conniption. Today we're looking at Mint Control from 524 Labs.
And as always, we want to make you aware that our Kickstarter preview videos are sponsored in part by our Kickstarter backers, as well as the creators of this game. Hey guys, and thanks for joining us at Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're looking at Mint Control from designer Justin Blaskey of 524 Labs.
This is a 2 to 4 player area control game that takes about 30 minutes to play. 524 Labs was kind enough to send us a copy to check out, so let's take a look at how it's played.
To set up the game, lay out the 5 action tiles, then place location cards until there are 5 influence spots per player.
Give each player their colored influence tokens and 2 mints, and the player with the freshest breath goes first.
On their turn, players will take 1 action tile. They will perform the top action and the perk at the bottom of the tile.
Going clockwise around the table, everyone will also take the top action on the tile.
The next player will choose from the remaining tiles and do the same. Actions include earning more mints, influencing locations by paying the cost to place your influence token, gaining bonuses for having presence at locations, stealing from other players, or ousting players from a location.
If a player is ousted, they may receive a bonus for having to leave.
Once the round is finished, the tokens are returned in a 3 or 4 player game, and the start player token is passed and play continues.
Once someone has placed all 5 of their influence tokens, the game ends and the player with the most points wins. Once again, the crew at 524 Labs has proven that they can cram an entire gaming experience into a teeny tiny tin. In this game, the mechanic of choice is area control.
Yes, in the game you will be taking one of those 5 action tiles, and then you'll be careful of what you take because everybody else at the table will also take that action. You will get to do that little perk at the bottom though, so planning what action is going to work best for your turn, while also making sure if you play maybe say the influence one where you're placing influence out, noticing like, oh, everybody's kind of low on influence, I'm going to be the one to go to this location. Some of those thoughts will be happening throughout the game.
Yeah, in the game you have a good variety of options each round because you're going to kind of be playing different cards based on your player count and just what's in the deck. You're going to be trying to score those victory points that are up in the corner, and so yeah, you got to kind of decide, do I want to go for the high victory point ones and get my influence token on that and hope that I can break the tie and get those points, or do I want to kind of take an engine building approach and try to do a couple of different actions that will allow me to be stronger as I get further into the game?
Yes, playing that oust will allow you to remove somebody from a location, so you can use that to either keep them from winning, which will be necessary towards the end of the game, or to try and give yourself the control of that location.
The components for the game are great and simple. You've got the mint-based looking pieces, and then you've got your influence. These are just prototypes, so I'm not sure what the final will look like. We've enjoyed the game with our kids as well. Even our 7-year-old, who's not a super strong reader, he was able to kind of figure out, oh, just from the iconography, this is going to get me a token, this one's going to oust them. So the iconography in the game is straightforward enough that even if you're not a strong reader, you could definitely play this with kids. It's definitely strategic enough that this is a great filler game as you bust it out before a game night or whatever. You've got plenty of adult strategy level quality in it.
Yes, and it's one that it plays in a shorter amount of time from a lot of the other area control in that genre of games. A lot of those games are longer, heavier games. This one has a simple enough rule set that you can teach it and quickly play a game. Yeah,
if Mint Control sounds like something you might be interested in, check it out on Kickstarter right now. And then as always, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and following along here at Tantrum House. Was my breath the freshest?
Influencing locations by paying the cost to pay. I mean, you want to read that? I'll do it. Okay. Player game and this.
Keep making eye contact with the camera every time you mess up. It's going to be great outtakes.